What's up guys, I'm PawsBuild and welcome to a new Planet Zoo franchise mode series where we're going to be building a cozy winter zoo. This zoo is going to be located in Antarctica and should form another wonder of the world. With Santa's workshop located in the North Pole and our zoo located in the South Pole, I feel like we're covering the world pretty well between us. And we've done a few franchise mode series on the channel before, so I feel like it's time for us to upgrade to hard difficulty, and I actually genuinely have no idea what this entails, so that'll be fun. I hope you enjoy this series. Let's start the video. Look at our little zoo with the snow coming down. It's snowing. Yes. And our reindeer are looking adorable. Oh wow, it's gone to nighttime. What time? I adjusted the time on the zoo to be 6:30. I think it needs to be like 6:30 is not bad actually. Maybe we'll do 6:30 to 6:30 actually works. But today is very dark in the morning. We may need to open a bit later. It's cool to see the lights though. Maybe we'll leave it because we want to see the lights. We'll have a bit of day and night going on. And I realized I didn't name one of the reindeer. You guys were right. You said in the comments you weren't sure that we had a Cupid. We do not. So I'm gonna rename one of the reindeer Cupid. They're just in here having a snooze. And this is now Cupid. Look at them, their little face. So all of the reindeer have been renamed to be Santa's sleigh reindeer. Maybe we need more lights in here, like in the habitat. Although, if you're coming in here, I feel like you're happy, you know. There's lights on the outside. I don't want to create a weird environment for them where they're unhappy with everything. We don't need a security guard right now. It's just telling us we don't have one. And our poor guests, look at them. They're freezing cold. I think they need an indoor area. And one of you guys suggested that we could have like indoor environment that have exhibits in them where they're obviously a bit warmer and we're creating an artificial environment inside anyway, so it doesn't matter if they can't survive in the tundra. And I really like the idea, so I think I'm going to do that so we don't miss out on loads of amazing animals. Oh look, they're all eating. That's amazing. Look at them. Because at the minute, we would be missing out on some really cool animals, and they have a lot of appeal. The other benefit to the exhibit animals is if you go facilities, it only costs $3,000 for an exhibit, and then they're $50 to maintain the species. And if we look at in zoo animals food, these reindeer are $540 a month to maintain. So they are much, much more expensive to keep. I'm also going to set it so that our animal aging rate is 5 times slower than normal, because I feel like we want to have some more time with our animals, don't we? You know, we want to spend more time. We don't want them constantly dying and having to get new ones. So I think this series is going to be 5 times aging. I love the habitat in snow though. It's so cool. I'm going to move that plant in because that's annoying me slightly that it's sticking out. There we go. That's better. That's better. But look at it all in snow. It's so cute. And I need to move this gate. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a building over here that the guests can use. It's got an exhibit animal in it. And at least one anyway. And then I'm going to move this gate because I really don't like that the gate here is just off the path. I think what I may do is I may move this further along. This building, this walkway along here. I may move that up and then try and change the barriers so we can have the gate like next to this, because I think it'd be cute to use this kind of decoration for the gate as well, and maybe have an entrance over here, and then we can keep it separate from the other building or have another join on somehow. I think it'd be cool to join them up though, so the walkways join to the building and guests could like access it from there and stuff like that. I think that would be cool too. So I think I'm going to play around with that. It's also a bit lighter now, which is good, so you can actually see what I'm building. So I think I'm going to build that in now. Okay, so we built kind of a shell of a building here. This is going to be our first exhibit building, I think. Obviously, we're going to decorate this loads, but I just needed to get the actual pieces in. And the plan is we're going to have 2 exhibits. And what I like to do to make these giant exhibits is, I'm going to hit play as well so we can get some more money, is I like to have 4 of them back to back, and then we can make them like big exhibits in there. And because these exhibits just look really small to me, to be honest. Like, I just think they're a bit small. They don't really seem to be that focused on welfare for the animals when they're that tiny. We are doing okay with money. We're earning money. We just currently just not got much of it. So hopefully these will bring in even more ticket sales. We could probably even look at guest thoughts and see if they're happy. Yeah, the ticket price is great. I think we need to put the ticket price up. So I'm going to say that's £5 for everyone, adult and child. £5. Or $5, sorry. And they can pay us a bit more for it. Plus, there's this new entrance over here, which seems to be good. I actually quite like having this on the loop as well. I feel like that's a good shout. And we could maybe just delete this path here because it's a bit odd. Have it, where is it? This one. Maybe just go to like, this could even loop in as well. Can have a little loop like that. So they can loop round at the end. I don't think that's too bad. Big loop and little loop, and then they enter and leave from here, which is much better to have it off of this entrance point. So now there's a bit more reason to go through as well. Plus, we can move these to be on the path again. So that needs to be about here. And then we can get another donation bin in. Where should we have one? There's one there. Maybe we have one up here, because they can still see them from there. And we've got donation bins positioned around. Other than that, we've got 3 in there. I think that's probably good. We could maybe have one down here too, just in case they come all this way through. But we've got these empty exhibits, and I think we should get some animals to go in them. So let's have a look at what we want. If we go on the Zoopedia, we can see all of these exhibit species. I'm kind of feeling the sloth, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I might get the brown-throated sloth. What temperatures do they need? 21 to 32. That is fine, because they're going to be in an exhibit anyway. Let's get the brown-throated sloth. They are going to cost money, obviously. What group size do they live in? 1 to 6. So we could get a breeding pair for now and see how they go. Oh, and I need to check all the information before I click off. On species data, they can breed from 4 years until death, and they live to 35. Wow, they live to 35 years. That is amazing. Now let's get our sloths. Let's go exhibit trading, get a male and a female. There's a male there. What is the best female here? This one. We can afford her as well. She's a pet right now. She's going to join the zoo. And they don't need to go through quarantine, these guys. They can go straight into exhibits. Oh, this doesn't support this type of animal. Oh, interesting. Okay. We need the other type of exhibit. Oh, that's annoying. We need the walkthrough exhibit. Okay. I think the walkthrough is basically the size of this, though. So maybe we sell these, actually. Get a bit of our money back. And we turn this into a walkthrough for the sloths. I'm kind of feeling that. I'm not going to lie. We just need to make sure we have £9,000. And the best way for us to do that is to get some shops going. So for now, let's just put in some vendors in their like basic form. We'll just turn all the blueprints off and get some stores, I think. Now, what seems thematic for this place? I feel like the Bernie's Bakes isn't a bad shout. Maybe we should get... Maybe we'll get Bernie's Bakes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete small sections of this. I think maybe like that. Yeah. And we'll make this into a little guest needs area. You know, you can sell stuff in here. Okay, let's put a counter in here, and at least we can start getting some money from our guests. We can start buying some things. We'll have one there, and we'll take them off of that and put them in over here. Another one. In fact, let's shuffle them in a little bit as well. I don't think they need to be that close to the edge. Let's have them like, well, give them a reasonable... There, that's probably good. And they need a vendor. Oh my goodness, there's a diseased animal. No! Okay, I'm going to quarantine all the diseased animals because this is not good. Cupid is diseased and Prance is diseased. We're going to send them to quarantine. And any of our staff can run in and collect them. And then basically they'll go into quarantine. And when they're in quarantine, and then they'll sit there and not infect anyone else. And then the vet will take them from quarantine to the vet surgery and treat them. I wonder what's happened to them. These poor guys. What's been going on? Oh, there's a bit of grass in here. Oh, you poor thing. Well, hopefully you fix it with all that and hopefully that helps. Bernie's Bakes is already doing well. That's what we like to see. Let's get something else. We need some drinks in here. Have we got any hot drinks? That would be ideal. Oh, we've got coffee. Okay, we'll go coffee then. Put it about here. And then we've got some coffee going as well. That seems reasonable. And maybe we do, on that side we do food and drink, and then on the other side we do like we can get an information stand, an information center, that's what it's called. Information center over here, and then some souvenirs or something. So, you know, we've got a few things going for our little zoo. Let's have information there, and then just the memento. Can do some souvenirs for them. Oh, we don't have enough money right now for them. Okay, well, hopefully the information stand brings in money too. Look at them. They're absolutely rammed with guests, so they will be bringing in a lot of money very soon. I think you can check on them as well. You can also put your prices up, but I'm happy with that. They've currently already made like 250, so they should be good. They can buy some coffee here. We are earning a lot more money now as well. That's good. Okay, we're earning money. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the last one. What did I say? Just a memento. I'm going to put that one in here as well. And then we've got one of each like need being met. I don't know if the information center is kind of like its own thing, but we've got the food, the drink, and shopping all kind of taken care of. And then we've got, I love how they leap over the desk as well. I wish I could do that. That's such a unique way to get into your desk, isn't it? And then we've got, yeah, information center here is actually banging them out. I mean, they sell umbrellas and I think adoption packs for animals. So all of it's good sales for us. We're making much more money. This is actually really helping our profits. Very soon we'll be able to afford the walk-in exhibit for the sloths, and then we can get them in. I'm very excited for that. Oh, and Dancer's expecting offspring. Oh my goodness. Editing pause, just interrupting to say if you're enjoying the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out. And I've recently enabled super thanks on the channel. So if you want to show your support for the channel by donating, you're now able to do so underneath the video. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's continue with the video. So we're already getting babies. That is amazing. How many of them are pregnant? I think if I go on here, it will say, wow, okay, so Dasher, Dancer, and Vixen are all pregnant. Wow, okay. And then Prancer's being medicated right now in the vet center, but everyone else is happy. If you're thirsty, Rudolph, just have a drink, dude. It's right there. You're good. You're good. You can get it. I think our guests like this habitat though. It's pretty nice to walk in and be able to go to like a little petting zoo, isn't it? I think it is. Now my plan here as well with the door is this isn't super accessible to have the only way through our zoo be stairs. So I'm planning that this is a lift and then there's a little bit of a ramp onto the lift. We're going to have to tidy this up when we get a bit more money, but there's a little ramp. Then we've got the lift there and it's at the back here. You can see they go through here and we'll probably put the same door here and it's just like that's the lift. It's kind of the best I can do with it. But in fact, we could probably just make this a full-on wall piece and that would be easier. Then we can align this to the middle. Have it be like there. I think that's good. And then down here, this is just going to be a normal door as well. We'll have that be there and then put a door on the front of it. This can be an Arctic door because this isn't actually the lift, but it will be a sign. It'll be a way to get to the lift through the back room there if they want to go up. And you're not going to see any of this floor. We can replace all of the floor pathing with an actual floor. We just need to turn the curbs off and go through. But right now, I just want to get this exhibit in here so we can earn a bit more money from it as well. And then hopefully we can have a nice sloth exhibit, which is such a rogue second animal, but I kind of love it. And we've got this little area out here making us money. I'm going to wait till we have 9,000, which is what we need now, which should be in a couple of minutes probably. And then we can get our exhibit in there. Okay, we've now got 9,000. Another thing we do need to be mindful of now we have guest facilities like this is litter. So we do need to put some bins throughout our zoo. And these are found in the facilities tab. We've got all the different bins. I think we should go for the Arctic ones. Just, you know, on theme for this. Let's just whack a few in. Maybe we put like on the corners here. And that kind of reaches a lot of the path there. And then one here. Unfortunately, we have to put them... People are littering in the habitat. That is so disgusting. I actually can't believe that. That's a bit ridiculous. You know, to do it in the zoo is one thing, but in a habitat seems very excessive. I don't know why you would ever do that. I'm going to put one over here for the staff too, and maybe one over here, just in case the staff decide to throw things around. And then we're going to need them in here. But we now crucially have 9,000, so let's get our walkthrough exhibit. Oh my goodness, this is massive. Let's put this in here. Is this even going to fit? Okay, I think this is a good position for it. It's huge. It's literally so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. But it's going to be worth it. Let's buy this now. Wow, that's such a purchase. And then we can actually get rid of the tiles we had in here before. We maybe need to make some adjustments. But that's fine. We can do that. We are nothing if not flexible in this zoo. We can make anything work. So we get little refunds around here, and then we do need to place in a bit more along the sides. But I think this is going to work. It's okay. I've kind of misaligned it deliberately. Okay, so it does fit in the building now. This is a huge building. The much bigger building does somewhat mess up my plan for the lift. But I think, you know, there's a path along here. I'm not going to put the pass down here, but there is space around the outside of this where you could walk around. So what I'm going to do is take out these wooden planks we had in here, because they're going to be inside this habitat now, like these. We're going to leave those in, but that still looks quite natural. That's fine. We are just going to need to basically put wood along the outside of all of these. And then we're going to say that there's a walkway around the outside. I mean, we know there's a walkway, don't we? It's just that the guests can't actually use it, but they can't use the lift anyway. So we're putting this in for realism rather than like it actually working in the game. Okay, I've hooked this up at the back as well, so our guests can go through here and then access this way up here, which does take them to the top of the lift. So it's like, it is a functional habitat where you walk through and you get out the other side. But at the same time, we know that that's actually the lift at the back of this area. And, you know, they can walk around the side of the building and get there too. So that's the plan anyway. Now, let's get our exhibit animals in here. We have our 2 sloth. We can literally send to zoo and just click on the habitat and it automatically puts them in here. And look at this. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. They've got a pretty cool area in here. It's a bit bleak on the sides though. I'm going to go to, I don't think it's in layout. I think it's in customize. Wall 1. We could have that be solid, none, or wire mesh. I'm thinking maybe none. And we've got the wood walls around the outside. That's probably what we're going to go with, isn't it? Let's have no walls on all 4 sides. No walls, and then we'll have floor can be mulch. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll have the PVC strip curtain, yeah, for the doors. Okay, cool. Now, the key thing with this is they need to be in the right temperature. So they want 21 to 32. We need to turn this up to be between 21 and 32. So I'm going to go for 27. Is that about right? Yeah, it's about the middle, isn't it? We'll go for 27 degrees, and then that will increase, and their welfare will improve massively. We're going to get a warning, probably. But when this gets into the right range, these guys will be happy. And look at them. They're so derpy, aren't they? Oh, look at their slow blinks. They're just so slow. Poor things. These guys are probably relatively high in appeal as well. I can't remember what they were. But let's look at getting some more. Where are they? Oh, it's animal trading. Exhibit trading. Yeah, they're 2,000 appeal. They're definitely good for the zoo. They're going to be bringing in a lot of guests. So we do need to put some kind of entrance here. I feel like this door is a bit... yeah, that would be how I'd describe it, is meh. Let's put a little tunnel in or something. That's a bit more fun. And then they walk in and they enter here. Yeah, I think that's good. I just need to edit the inside a little bit to have a bit more, like, be a bit more closed off, basically. So it looks a bit more normal. Okay, we managed to do... Oh, there's one, there's one piece here that's not the right shape. But other than that, we've managed to do this. What do we want here? We want a pitched roof slope on group 20. That should be good now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've now built a full inside where this lines up, and I wanted to leave it so that we've got this like exposed roof here because I think that's really nice. And then there's like a wire mesh on the top so they can't quite climb to the roof. But this looks like it was designed for them. You know, it's got like the wood walls and then there's a mulch floor. And other than that, I think what I'm going to do is put the same curve inside. And oh, that's gone grass. That's a bit weird. Perhaps not then. Maybe we will keep the wood floor to mark out where the guests need to walk. Or we pick like a mulchy one. We could pick tree bark or something. No, we'll do the wooden path. And then they've got wood, and then they've got the mulch on the sides. I thought the whole floor would be mulch, if I'm honest. That's a bit interesting. But we've got 2 sloths in here, living their best lives. In fact, what I'm thinking of doing as well is just boxing in this section here, so it looks a bit cleaner. We can box it in like this, and then the guests can just walk through, and if they, they get to the other end, they can go through here. And we know that there's a lift there as well. I think that works. We've kind of got the basis of the building. We do have a little bit extra cash, but I want to, before we decorate up this building fully, I want to see if we can get another couple of sloths in here. Now, what groups do they live in? They're polygamous, so I think we can get another male and another female and carry on breeding. They're not too worried. This one's a rescue. This one's breeding program. That's a pet, and that's a custom seizure. She is really good. Maybe we buy her, even though she's really expensive. And then this male is a bit better. Let's get this male. And we'll send both of them into this habitat as well. And now we've got 4 sloths in here. I think that's pretty cool. I would think they were pretty awesome. If we go on zoo, what's our best? The reindeer is still the most popular. Oh my goodness. It stopped snowing. When did that happen? Okay, wow, this is weird when it's not snowing. It's like, yeah, interesting. Okay. It's a bit strange. I don't like the difference in grass texture. I think that's because that's short grass and that's long grass. The long grass is definitely nicer here, but that's okay. We'll just make it look a bit less gross around these areas before we do anything official with them. This is so strange. Okay, cool. Well, the sloths are in, and I was going to add a little entrance area. I think we'll do a little thing like this. And that's the little entrance into the habitat. We could even have a little roof on here. Maybe we should have a little flat roof or something. Where's the flat roof there? That seems alright. And then they go in. Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. I actually quite like the roof piece here because it looks like a shelf they've put in, or like another area for them to sit, which is actually pretty cool. And look at them, they're everywhere. That's amazing. They've got interesting backs as well, don't they? They've got like different fur pattern on their back. That's really cool. Okay, well, this building does look very strange because it's got no windows or anything. And I know that it can't, but we can at least put some shutters on it to make it look like it has windows. Just because, there's obviously the habitat inside. You wouldn't put them on if they live in the dark or something, which I think these guys may do. I'm not 100%. But these guys are happy, they're enjoying themselves, and they're super cheap. If we have a look in our zoo costs, our food costs have stayed the same, and our exhibit costs, it is a bigger one. It's not the small exhibits, but it's only 100. So the sloths cost 100 to maintain, and that doesn't change no matter how many sloths we have in there. And the reindeer is still 540, so, One thing we didn't do as well is look at vet research. Now, we've started the reindeer's research, but we should get our vets researching them more so that we can get a bit more on, a bit more about them. We unlock new enrichments, we get different food levels, and we get bonuses to our education. So it's definitely worth doing. What the vet is going to do is go into the habitat, take, I think, like samples from them, like look at them, I guess, examine them, and then go back into the vet research building over here, and they'll sit at their desk and work away on, I don't know, researching them, going on the internet, I guess. They're Googling reindeer. But we do discover a lot more about them, which is amazing. Look at these guys. This is why I wanted to keep this mostly grass as well, because they are really chill with the grass too. So if it's snowy, it's snow. If it's sunny, then they just have short grass in here. Hopefully these bins help as well, and the caretaker can clean up a lot of this litter, because that is disgusting. I really don't like that. Now, let's decorate up this building and make it a bit more festive, shall we? Okay, I feel like that's a lot of decoration. It's a bit of a winter hut, and it's reindeer themed because it's next to the reindeer. And I think, you know, they could use, they enjoy that. Oh, there's a couple of trees jumping in here. Let's scooch these out. I'm hoping our guests appreciate the effort we put into this here to make this a nice place for them to come and they can warm up hopefully in here. It should be warmer in here, but we can put heaters in. Go temperature. Yeah, it's already much warmer in here. Oh, of course, because we've got this. This is heating everything. So the guests can come in here and get warm because this is a heated environment. And they can look at our adorable little sloths that I don't even think have moved because they're so slow. Look at them. You could... they are moving. It's just hilarious. They blink more than they actually move. I actually love them, I think. And they're furry, so kind of... I think it's in the right theme of things. Oh, there's one over here. Look at you. Chilling out. I do want to get these guys more stuff as well. I don't want it to be boring for them. We can research and get more layout stuff. At the minute, they've got 40% because they've got this climbing frame that they're happy with, but there's a lot more stuff that they'll want. Also, do suggest names for these guys in the comments. I normally don't rename exhibit animals, but these live to be like 35 and I think they're about 10. So they've got quite a life left in them yet. So we can definitely rename them and follow along as their journey. We can follow along their journey in our beautiful little cozy zoo. Ah, Cupid is pregnant as well. Amazing. There we go. What a full circle for them. They didn't even have a name earlier. And now they're walking in sync with Rudolph and they have a baby. I think it's still freezing. It's -2. It's not too bad. But we do really need to focus on our guests, I think. This is great to have another exhibit, but we do really need to, I think we need to sort out this guest area and it would make us even more money. We're making so much money. We're like constantly earning money. Wow. And we do need to decorate up our staff area because this looks bleak as anything. For now though, let's learn a little bit more about our sloths. The brown-throated sloth is an arboreal mammal living in the rainforest of Central and South America. It's pale grey to brown in colour and has long gangly limbs that I love, longer arms than legs, and a short vestigial tail. The sloth has 3 long claws on both of its hands and feet, although the front claws are significantly longer. The sloth also has a round head with inconspicuous ears and dark brown markings going laterally from the eyes to the side of the head. Males and females mostly look the same, with the only difference being the male's distinctly patterned patch on its back. They measure 60 centimeters in length on average and weigh 3.5 to 5.2 kilos. The brown-throated sloths can rotate their head 300 degrees, similarly to an owl, which is now my new favorite fact about them. They also have a very slow metabolism, and as such, they rely on the heat of the sun to regulate their body temperature, unlike most mammals. The fur of the brown-throated sloth also contains a unique symbiotic ecosystem of algae and fungi. Some of these are antibacterial, antiparasitic, and anti-carcinogenic, so they basically grow a unique ecosystem on their fur, which is awesome. The brown-throated sloths only come to the ground once every 8 days to defecate. Researchers are still determining why the sloths do this. Brown-throated sloths eat very tough, nutrient-poor leaves. They have multi-chambered stomachs similar to that of ruminants like cows that allow them to ferment and break down this material for more efficient digestion. And thankfully, the brown-throated sloth is a species of least concern due to their widespread distribution across their habitat. However, despite this, they do face pressure due to deforestation and human development, and their population numbers have started to decline, so we really don't want to take our eye off them. And look how cute they are. And I think that's probably enough for this video. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one.